Hi, good morning. Welcome to Yoga 413. My name is Tauni, and today's yoga class is going to be the perfect class to start your day. And it is such a beautiful morning out here in South Texas that I decided to better take advantage of this weather and film outside. So I hope you like the change. Hope you love the class. If you do, please share it with a friend and hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get started. So come to an easy seated position on your mat, just sitting comfortably. Go ahead and just rest your hands on your knees, close those eyes, and start to take a few long, deep breaths. Just beginning to awaken the breath, awaken the body. Let's bring our hands to our hearts. I invite you to set a personal intention for your practice today, your why, something you want to focus on this morning. And open those eyes. We're going to take a nice big breath in, reaching the arms up over the head. And then just take that right arm down to the mat and stretch across the body. Let's go ahead and come back up. We're just going to switch sides. Inhale, take a nice long breath. Exhale into that stretch. Let's come back up. Again, take a breath in. This time reach those arms up over your head with that breath. Exhale, twist, taking the hand to the opposite knee. So as you inhale, just sit up a little bit taller. Exhale, deeper into the twist. Reaching the arms up. Exhale and twist. Let's come back to center, reaching the arms up again, lengthening the spine, and then you're just going to bring them down and just fall forward. Say good morning to the hips. Just a gentle stretch. And then walk it back in. And we're just going to do the same thing, but just put the opposite foot in front this time. So go ahead and inhale, reach those arms up. Take that arm down and stretch across the body, maybe coming a little deeper. And then bring it back up, and we're going to do the same thing. Just reach it up. Exhale to the other side. Bring it back up. This time, take the arms up, interlace the hands, take the palms up to the sky, squeeze those belly muscles and twist, turn over your right shoulder. Let's bring it back to the center and switch sides. Come back to the center, and again, just fall forward, stretching into that other hip. Let's bring it back in. We're going to turn, and we're going to come into a child's pose on your mat. I'm going to bring you into an extended child's pose. So taking the knees wider, feet touching, go ahead and come on down. Spread the fingers and take a nice big inhale. Stretch into the back side of the body. Exhale and come down. Let's go ahead and come up onto all fours into your tabletop position. Knees under hips. Inhale, look up for cow pose. Exhale, round the spine for cat. Again, inhaling. So we're just trying to match breath and movement here. Starting to awaken all those muscles around the spine. One more full round of breath. Come into a flat back. Extend that right arm forward, left leg back for spinal balance. Just find your balance here just for a moment and then take it down. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just extend and hold. Belly's lifting. and relax. So go ahead and step your right foot forward to the front of the mat. The left knee is going to stay on the mat, and you can take your fingers on the mat if you'd like. Just start to open up into the hip flexors. Be sure front knee over ankle. And then just when you're ready, go ahead and come on up, reaching those arms up. Taking the hands down, we're going to straighten that front leg now, sending the hips back. Pull the toes up, coming into your half split. Let's bring it back forward, and let's step to our first down dog. Alternate bending those knees. Fingers spread wide. Hands are shoulder distance apart, feet are hip distance. Now just find a nice down dog. And first thing in the morning, you might feel a little tighter than normal. I know I always do. So just be real gentle. You can always keep the knees slightly bent. Let's go ahead and come back into that tabletop position again. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Extend right arm forward, left leg back. So you're going to have the option here to stay here or to bend the knee and take the hand to the foot and either draw that foot closer to the glute and then press the foot into the hand to open up the shoulder and the quads. Go ahead and lengthen that back out. Find that nice neutral spine again and release. Try it again. Other side. Left arm, right leg. Choose to stay or to reach back, hand to foot. Either press and then really press that foot into the hand. Start to lengthen it back out and come back to your mat onto all fours. Stepping your left foot forward this time, front knee over ankle. Coming into that supported low lunge position. Once you're ready, lift up. Bringing the hands down, straightening that forward leg, coming into your half split. Again, be real gentle with that hamstring. Let's bring it back forward. We're going to come back into downward facing dog again. So just find your pose, take your time. On that next inhale, step your feet forward to the top of your mat, to your hands. Lengthen the spine and flatten the back. Open up your chest. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up over the head. Bring the hands to the heart center. Let's come into mountain pose Tadasana. As you inhale, reach those arms up. Swan dive, fold. Lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale and fold. Step the feet back for plank pose. Shoulders over wrist. Drop your knees to the mat. Slowly lower all the way through to the mat. Inhale to cobra pose. Release down. Press back to down dog. I live pretty close to a very small airport, airstrip, so you might hear a few airplanes coming over this morning. Let's go ahead and step that left foot forward this time to the top of your mat. Lengthen the spine and fold forward. Inhale, rise up strong. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach those arms up. and forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward, shoulders pull back, and fold. Step back to plank, taking the knees to the mat, bend the elbows any amount halfway, hold here. Now lower to the mat, inhale to cobra pose. Exhale to downward facing dog. As you inhale, bring your feet back forward to the top and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, hands to the heart center. One more time through, inhale, forward fold. Gazing forward, flatten that back, and fold. Stepping the feet back for plank. You're welcome to keep the knees up. If you prefer to keep the knees up, shift forward, lower halfway down for chaturanga. If you're ready, flip the feet. Is your option. Exhale back to down dog. So if you're not ready for that this morning, stick to knees down, stick to that cobra pose. We're going to begin to float that right leg up high to the sky. Just chest through high plank, step that foot forward and rise up into warrior lunge. You can take a moment, tilt that pelvis down. You can bend that knee a little bit. Find that alignment and then straighten that back leg. Bringing the hands to the heart center, begin to lean forward. So using those belly muscles as you exhale, come into twist, coming into twisted prayer. Trying to hook that elbow outside the knee. Rising back up into your lunge. Coming into warrior two, so drop that back heel to the mat, gazing forward. Start to lean forward. We're going to come into angle pose this morning. So you can either bend the elbow above the knee or take the hand down. Let's take the hands down, lift that back heel up, frame that forward foot, pull the knee to the chest, hold here in high plank. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, coming forward to plank pose. Knees can come down if needed. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting that left leg up high to the sky, move slowly. Exhale, knee to chest through high plank. Step that foot forward. Find your balance, rise up for warrior lunge. Take a moment to find your pose. Be sure front knee over ankle, back leg strong and straight. Bringing the hands to the heart center, start to lean forward. Exhale, twisting prayer. Coming back, move slowly through your transition pose to pose, warrior two. Start to lean forward. We're going to come into angle pose. You pick your pose this morning, either supported or taking the hand maybe a little lower. Bringing the hands down, back heel up. Pick that knee up, that foot up, bring it to the chest and hold, high plank. Step back to down dog. So you're welcome to stay here in down dog or come forward to plank through your vinyasa of chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sweeping that right leg up. As you exhale, step all the way forward to the top of your mat. Come into warrior lunge. Bringing the hands to the heart center, lean forward. We're going to start to transition into a balance pose. So lean forward. We're going to come forward to warrior three, either keeping the hands at the heart center or taking them by your sides. Trying to level the hips, making that T shape with the body. Start to soften that forward knee, come back all the way back to your lunge. Taking the hands down, step back to down dog. Beautiful job. We're going to try that on the other side. So just lift that left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Find your balance, rise up. Bringing the hands to the heart, start to lean it forward. So you want to keep your back as straight as you can. Shift your weight, lift up. Warrior three with lifts. Trying to make that T shape with the body. Soften, reach it all the way back for your lunge. Take the hands down, step back to downward facing dog. Choose to hold here or to flow through your vinyasa. And hold in down dog. Looking forward, bring your feet to your hands. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. High mountain pose, high Tadasana. Hands to the heart center. So we're going to leave our right foot, toes facing forward, step back. We're going to set up for triangle pose. So back foot about 90 degrees. Reach those arms. Start to lengthen out through the side body and come into triangle pose. It does not matter where your hand lands. Sometimes so many people want to reach to the floor and then they have their butt out behind them. Just really focus here on your alignment. As you inhale, come up. Turn both toes forward. Let's come into a straddle. Hands to the low back. Open up the chest. And then lead with that chest to come down. Taking the hands to the outside of the feet. Gazing through the legs. Start to bring the hands underneath you first. Lift up. Hands to the waist and come all the way up to stand. So now we're just going to pivot the left toes out, setting up for triangle to the back of your mat. Reach forward and come into your pose. Inhale and come up. Turn those toes. So you can either repeat, taking the hands to the low back, or add that chest expansion to open. Again, just lots of options this morning as you fold forward into your straddle. Releasing the hands to the mat. Start to walk to the front of your mat and step back to downward facing dog. Taking the knees down, coming into child's pose. Let's come on up and have a seat on your mat. So now we're going to find boat pose. So you want to find your sits bones, find good posture. So shoulders are back. You're welcome to hang on. Just start to lean back till you can balance. You can let go. You could straighten the legs. Now we're going to do an incline tabletop. So take the feet down, fingers forward towards the feet. Press the hips up for incline tabletop. Let's take the hips down. We're going to do boat pose. I'm going to add a little bit more rotation this time. So go ahead, find your balance, lean back, good posture, lift the feet. Take both hands over to the right and hold without holding your breath. Let's come back to center, go over to the left and hold. Keep those belly muscles engaged. Sit up tall, you're doing a great job. Come back to the center, release. So you can do incline tabletop again, or this time I'm going to go into incline plank. You want to join me, just straighten the legs. Hands are in the same position. Inhale, press. Point those big toes into the mat. Let's lower down. Take the left foot to the inner thigh of the right leg. Reach up and exhale, extend over. Let's slowly come up out of that stretch. Lift that knee. Sit up tall. Take the right arm up. Hook it outside of that knee. Sit up and twist, gazing over your left shoulder. Let's come back to center. We're going to switch sides. So bringing the right foot to the left inner thigh. Sit up tall, reach it up. Exhale, hinge forward and stretch. Let's release. Bring that knee up. Reach left arm up this time. Sit up tall. Exhale into your twist. Let's come out of that. Extend both legs. We're going to reach it up. Exhale, hinge forward. Just take a nice stretch. We're not going to lower all the way down. And then start to roll down. One vertebrae at a time, really scooping those abs in. Cover those shoulders. And then relax, bringing the knees into the chest. We're going to take the soles of the feet to the mat. Knees right over those ankles, hands at your sides. As you inhale, press the hips up into a bridge pose, walking your shoulders together and down the back. Some of you might want to interlace the hands. Let's release, dropping the hips, bringing the soles of the feet together. Drop the knees wide. Hands just rest on your midsection for reclining butterfly. Go ahead and just close your eyes. And then we're going to come into our final pose of Shavasana, extending the legs, arms palms up, right by your sides. Just let your normal breath return. And I'll be back in just a few moments with a really short reading for you to start your day.
So today's reading is actually from Dr. Seuss. He said, "Life is too short to wake up in the morning with regrets. So love the people who treat you right, forgive the ones who don't, and believe that everything happens for a reason. If you get a chance, take it. If it changes your life, let it. Nobody said it would be easy. They promised it would be worth it."
So let's start to just wiggle the fingers and toes. And just soften those knees, roll over to your right side. It's a great time to just set your intention for the rest of the day. Set your attitude, hopefully that to one of just thankfulness. And go ahead and help yourself up to have a seat on your mat. Let's reach those arms up, bringing the hands to the heart. Heart to yours, namaste. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you so much for joining me for class.